Okay, so I just awoke. It's midnight, and yeah, so I just awoke, and I had this thought of so all the oh goodness, there's over 700 videos that have been uploaded to YouTube in the AIM pin YouTube channel, and I'm going to be moving forward with the meet a need with me with that organize that project or that idea, and so I'm excited to see how it goes. And I got to do start with the blog, so I gotta get in a healthy habit or routine of blogging every day. And it sounds quite easy, but it's easier said than done. But it's just like everything, I'll have to just you know make it a priority and get into a routine of doing it. But I was also thinking, what I'd like to do is to have, especially because the internet is now working rather well here, daily videos. I was just thinking of things that I could add, things of value. And I would say that the best things that I could add would be just to be fully transparent about the things that I can remember from my childhood. And um, things that had devastating impacts on my life. And if oh goodness, if there's a trajectory where you have like your dreams, vision, and desires, and we're safe for like a just a loving life in servitude to God, and just being the best husband I can be and the best father I can be. And then a quick, sharp 90-degree turn, and in the trajectory to, oh goodness, terrible behavior and reckless behavior and um, thoughts that should not be, and virtually all the just terrible things in the heart, but also a very jaded view on reality. And anyways, there's some moments that are they're still rather candid in my thoughts or my memories, that I can share. And I was thinking, what I'll do is I'll share them, and I'll return back to the recorded videos, like where I'm walking outside, just so you as the viewing audience have something to see, and some movement, I suppose. And I'll just share like various stories to the best, like with complete and utter transparency, to the best of my remembrance, and and I'm thinking I might just share them as little clips, so you can actually have a peek into my life, a very honest and authentic, like virtually backstage pass to things that actually occurred in my life. And the thought I had was I can do one video where I talk, like I just reveal them and I share them, and then another video, um, like where I listen to what I've shared, and then I do a follow up, so I can, and maybe I can do a couple follow ups, and I'll think about this. I'll think about how to properly display these things, and what would make the most sense in terms of adding value. And so for example, I could share like a really impactful situation from my youth, and then leave it as it is, so you get to ingest it, and you get to just think about it, uh, unencumbered and unswayed by by my own thoughts. And then afterwards I'll provide another video where I'll talk about this, from that point forward, that really jaded my perception on love, for instance. And then perhaps I can do a third video and I can talk about the way I think about it now. So these are going to be illustrations that, or let's just say way back when, they're highly traumatic. They don't have to be highly traumatic too, but the ones I'm thinking of will probably be highly traumatic in the value that is intended to be provided, comes from the reality that these are thoughts that I normally would never want. I would never want to share these when I was younger. Oh goodness, after they happened, I would just want to hide them and hide them even from myself. And but I think it's really good to get these things out into the open, and you're gonna see like the major impact that they had on my life, and we can learn so much from them. And anyways, but way back when, I wouldn't have been able to look at them or to share them with anyone because they would have it's either evoked or invoked. I'm not sure which one is the proper one, but the word that I'm looking for means to stir up something inside, and virtually then it overflows from you. So it would have, I think, invoked a lot of very heightened and charged emotions, and then I would have such difficulty sharing that story or that memory. I'd have a very difficult time facing it, and because I would relive those emotions and my hands would shake, I'd have a physiological reaction, virtually the same or a similar physiological reaction to the physiological reaction that I would have experienced, that moment in time when it occurred. And so anyway, but praise God, he's brought healing into my life so I can face these things now. And anyways, but I think I'm going to start doing that tomorrow. I'm just going to dedicate like a little bit of time so I can just get these out, and then my goal is to get them uploaded like that day, and then just to move forward into like this might be a transition from the videos that I've been doing, and I think maybe with the videos that I've been doing I might just periodically add like a weekly recap or a weekly recount of like kind of the major events that have taken place. And yeah, and that way it's I find like what I've been doing. Anyways, yeah, I think that's enough. I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm gonna be awake in less than 4 hours, about 4.5 hours. So have a good night, and I'm excited to share these things. And for each and every one of you that's scratching your head thinking, why in the world would he make a video about this? It's because when I felt very convicted to do this, and I had this idea when I awoke, and I know that if I think, oh, tomorrow I'll start the first one, chances are after I sleep and when I wake up I'll think, oh, there was something I was gonna do, something I felt prompted to do. I can't remember what it was. So anyway, so I'm learning to record those thoughts and to get them out in the moment, and not try to convince myself that they're that it's not worth recording, so I can get back to slumber. Anyways, it's recorded. I'm gonna get back to slumber. Have a good night.